Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video. And technically, this is the last part of The Last of Us, and you may be wondering, well, wait a minute. Why is this not a playthrough seeing the footage of the last part? Well, because I screwed up majorly. I did talk to Lucas. He was cool. He said, hey, you just do this video. So what happened was, I had the last part. It was about 20 minutes long. That's with the end credits. So really I had it was me talking. I had I don't know, 12 minutes of the game. I thought I had uploaded it, but I uploaded the wrong part. So I uploaded the previous part twice. And it wasn't until the next day people went, you uploaded the same part twice. I went, oh shit, and then I made a mistake, and the other part that was the final part, I got accidentally deleted because I stupidly thought I had uploaded. Okay, it's done, and then my own stupid, tired, dumbass fault. So what you would have seen was me going through the last part of the game, where it had all these weapons, had all this ammo, had all these Molotov cocktails. I snuck in, killed maybe a few other more people. Then I found Ellie. I killed the doctors, grabbed Ellie. Didn't know where to go, so I died like 2 or 3 times because I didn't know where to carry her. That was a bit annoying. Got to the elevator, went down. Outside the elevator, there's the leader of the Fireflies, that lady. Joel wounds her. Well, I'm not sure if you know that yet. It'll cut to Joe in a car driving. Ellie wakes up. She's wondering what happened. We see flashes of Joel had wounded the leader of the Fireflies. And then the lady said, first off, think of what you're doing. Think what this means to the world. Wait, you don't have to kill me. And Joel says, you'll just come looking for her. Shoots her in the head. Ellie is confused, doesn't know what happened. Joel lies and says, they didn't need you. They found other people. Or something about yours didn't work. They found that something about you wouldn't be useful. And that there were others as well. So they get to Joel's brother's camp, and Ellie asks, promise me, is what you told me true? Joel lies and says yes. Ellie, I guess, believes him, but also seems like she doesn't believe him. They go off. End of the game. Now, so for the most part, it was a cutscene and then the end credits. So my final thoughts on The Last of Us. Let me backtrack a bit. I first played this on the PlayStation 3, and I did not finish it. I had seen a friend of mine do a playthrough of the game, but I don't know, I was just sort of like, I don't know, I'm not feeling the game. Mainly the combat. The combat just annoyed me. I was trying to be more realistic. I get it, but you get shot, you fall on your ass, you fly back, and it's just hard for me to aim. I don't know. There's a bit where you hunt upside down, and that was like a pain in the ass to try to shoot when you're upside down, and you gotta reload, and you have limited ammo. Although I think in that one you don't have to worry about ammo, but other places seem like just felt like you were so limited with supplies. I'm like, oh fuck this, and I stopped playing it. Playing it again, I just say I do enjoy the game. I do think it is a good game. I think the voice acting of Joe and Ellie are very well done. I forget the name of the people who did it. I think Troy Baker, and I forget the actress's name. I thought they did a good job voice acting. I thought their friendship was definitely a high point of the game. I thought that the graphics looked really good. They looked good on the PS3. Now, whether this needed a remastered version, I don't know. Because, like I said, the PS3 version looked still pretty good to me. But yeah, I got to play on the PS4 where it's easier for me to record stuff. So it works out for that. I popped it in. I did not notice a lot of like game breaking bugs. You know, it didn't quit on me. It didn't crash. So there's that. The opening is definitely an emotional bit of business where Joe is with his daughter and his brother. They're trying to escape. You really do feel like you're in the middle of this horrific event. His daughter dies. Shane will be in The Last of Us Part 2. And it's years later. I did like exploring the environment. I did like exploring this world that society is broken down, cities are in ruins. And it was cool to explore these cities. It was cool to explore the places, try to find items, equipment, ammo, things of that nature. That was fun to do. That was one of my favorite bits of it, was exploring. Finding documents, finding papers, finding letters. The bit of the world building. Some bits where you talk to Ellie and you and Joel and her have conversations. That was nice to see. The supporting characters. The lady you, as you're playing Joel, the lady you're with for a good chunk. I'm bad with names. For the first chunk of the game, I did not mind that character. This is two brothers that you meet later on. I didn't mind them, and what happened to them was very sad and tragic. You have a guy and his younger brother. The one guy who kind of owned the town, he booby-trapped the town, and he's very cautious on people, and his surly attitude. I didn't mind him. He was definitely an interesting character. I will say, as the game went along, the combat got a bit more smoother for me. Maybe I was just getting used to it, or maybe just having more items to use and utilize really made things better as you went along. To the point that I got to the end, I'm like, shit, I got all this ammo, I got all these bullets and weapons, and I don't even get to use most of them. Like, I had so much supplies, ammo, bullets. I'm like, fuck, like, all this stuff I could have used, and I'm saving up, and I could have just embellished and went all out. I loved using the bow and arrow when I was able to get the shot down. The bow and arrow was a lot of fun. Molotov cocktails for the win. Molotov cocktails was such a winner in my book. It was such a fantastic notion because so many times I got out of a hairy situation because of the Molotov cocktails. There's so many times like I hit one, I kill like 3, 4, 5 of them infected. Even near the end, there were 2 times like there's 2 guys hidden, I throw one, I kill both of them. There's 3 guys coming in through a doorway, I killed all 3 guys. Molotov cocktails, if people sleep on them, you shouldn't. That's a definite item to use and utilize. And exploring could be beneficial because you'll find like these pills that if you did enough, you can unlock the maximum health. And I found enough that most of the stuff was unlocked. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it, like the maximum health and some of the other stuff was able to be unlocked. So there's I don't know if there's enough to unlock everything, but a good chunk of it, yeah. And again, the voice acting, the characters, I really liked these 2 characters. I really did. I mean, I gave some shit to Ellie because I didn't really like some of her sections. And okay, like the music and the graphics and the technical aspects, very well done. The combat at first can be, in my opinion, not a whole lot of fun. Like the stealthy sections were more satisfying, especially if they have an axe and you could hit him in the chest or hit him in the head. Love the axe. Strangling them, I get the idea, but it just takes too fucking long. And there'd be times you're getting shot 3, 4 times. I'm like, let go of the fucking guy. Like, he won't let go of the guy. He's being... I'm like, okay, I'm getting shot 3, 4 times. Let go of the fucking guy. You want to talk about realism? I think if you get shot, you're not going to keep holding and choking the guy if you've been shot 4 times. So if that's not realistic, then don't name me this. You get shot, you fall back on your ass realism thing. And the weapon swaying, because you gotta find stuff to upgrade that so you don't sway as much. That's really annoying. So the combat for the first chunk of it could be, for me, I'm like, God, do I gotta fight again? I didn't. Later on, it got more. When I got the Molotov cocktails, it became a bit more manageable. But there's certain sections I'm just not a fan of. I'm not a fan of when you gotta go through the searchlights and go dodge them, and this is when you have limited resources, and there's snipers that like you could hit you if you come out of hiding in a split second. The actual sniper section, that's one of my least favorite parts because I'm trying to hide through these fucking houses. I go past one window and it could see me just like that and hit me. That was really annoying. The swimming, I'm not a fan of the way they do the swimming. Because a lot of games, you hit a button to swim forward. No, you hit a button to dive and then you gotta push up on the controller to go. But I'm so used to up being like, let me go up and get some air. But instead here is go up to move forward. It just, the swimming felt a bit clunky. I wasn't big on it. Ellie's section where I had to hunt the fucking deer, I just thought it kind of wasted a lot of time. I don't need to be hunting deer. I'm here to fight zombies or infected or assholes, not hunt fucking deer. I'm not, this ain't, Cabela's, this ain't any of that shit. Hunting trophy, whatever the fuck. That's not what I'm here to play. I'll shoot an arrow in a guy's face or an infected's face. And that was one of the fun things, to go Rambo and shoot people in the face with a bow and arrow. I did like that a lot. So again, the swimming bits, some of the bits with Ellie, the sniper bit, early on when you got it again. So there's some bits I didn't like. But there's other bits that were fun. I didn't deal with, there's a lot of nice moments. Like there's a bit where it was pretty soon after I found the flamethrower. And then there's all this infected. I'm thinking, should I use a flamethrower? But then I throw like a bottle. Then I throw a Molotov. And I get like most of them. In this big section, I'm like, oh shit. I got like 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in then one Molotov throw. Whew, that was nice. So such as like that you get that sense of satisfaction. The guns. I did like I didn't get to use the shotgun as much as I wanted because I was saving it. I shouldn't have, because by the time I got to the end, like the flamethrower, I'm like, oh man, I wonder when I'll use this flamethrower. I had so much fucking flamethrower left. It was, I'm like, goddamn, all this stuff I could have been using instead of saving. Shit. But and there's not like you could go back and play it but then have all your stuff. It's not one of those games. You start with the same, there's not, some games you play it again, but you keep the stuff you built up. No, this isn't one of those games that does that, which is too bad. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I like some again the Molotov cocktail and the bow and arrow parts. I did like killing bad guys with those two things in particular. I did enjoy the bit where uh, Ellie sees the giraffe. Yeah, that's kind of nice, sweet moment with the two of them looking at the landscape, and you see the giraffes. It looked like, in a weird way, Jurassic Park. I did like that. I did enjoy some of the sneaking sections later on, where I was able to kill these guys one by one, and that it felt like Rambo or something. And I know Lucas, he had asked the question, because at the end of the game, Joel makes a choice. And the choice was, would you save Ellie, or would you let her die? Because the procedure to possibly get this tier would kill Ellie. So which would you do? What would your choice be? Well, number one, that's a hard thing to answer because you don't really quite know until the situation happens. I would say, number one, how sure are we that this is going to be a tier? Are we 100% certain? Are we 50% certain? Are we 80% certain? Granted, they could lie. But I'm like, I want proof. I want, something to tell me and show me that this will work. Number two, you can wake up Ellie and have her tell me, what does she want? You say, this is what she wants, but let me hear it from her. Wake her up. And let me see. That's number two. Number three, let's say Ellie says yes, she wants to do this. And if there's 100% sure there's a tier, I'd be like, okay, it's her choice. I don't like it, but it's her choice. But let's say we're in the situation and we're not sure. There's a possibility there's a cure, but we're not sure. And Ellie's knocked out. I get why Joel did what he had to do. I do get it. I mean, there's a chance to cure the world. But at the same time, is this world worth saving? When you look at it, is this world worth saving? And I think that's kind of what you view when you play the game. Whether it be the assholes that killed Joel's daughter when it was clear she wasn't infected, that neither was infected, and they were going to kill Joel, but Joel's brother saved him. Whether it be those assholes, whether it be the people that hijack other people, and Joel, you realize, is not a saint either. Even the Fireflies, like, everyone has their own endeavors. I get why Joel did what he felt he needed to do. In that state of affairs, if I really had no one else left in the world, and I'm like, you don't even know if this will be a cure, I might have done the same thing Joel did. I might have done the same thing Joel did. Now, I've heard, that's probably my answer. I don't think you're Rambo 4, you know, fuck the world. I mean, I don't know, I mean, you don't have to give me a bit more certainty. You gotta give me more of the odds, so to speak. Especially in a world gone mad like this. Oh, I mean, I can say I understand why Joel did what he did. Now, I've heard only bad things of The Last of Us Part 2. I already know the bit with the golf club. The only way I would ever play that game if it was a paid request, much like this was. Only this time, don't delete the fucking ending without no 100% it's uploaded. But, I mean, I have no intention of playing The Last of Us Part 2 on my own. It seems like an awful game. I mean, spoilers. You kill off Joel with a fucking golf club after all the shit he's been through on this one. Then Ellie's supposed to find this steroid up because I didn't know steroids was so apparent in this world. People could barely find food, but apparently could find a shitload of steroids. This steroid up bitch. Fucking Brock Lesnar looking lady. And then you don't kill her because you're supposed to feel for her. I'm like, fuck it. She killed Joel. You die. The end. Give a fuck about your sob story. Everybody has a sob story in this world. And then you don't even get that satisfaction. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm if I never play Last of Us Part 2, I'd be fine. But if it was like a bid paid request, I guess yes. But I would say overall, I do like the game. I liked it more the second time around. I did like it more playing this again. So I did like it. It was good. It was a good experience. So, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.